Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you all? I hope you will be fine. I am your teacher Ambish. This video lesson is for grade 9 from chapter number 10, congruent triangles. We are moving to our theorem. It is theorem number 10.1.1. I am going to read the statement of the theorem. In any correspondence of the two triangles, if one side and any two angles of one triangle are congruent to the corresponding side and angles of the other, then the triangles are congruent. He is saying that there are two triangles, and if we are going to compare them, one side and the two angles of both the triangles, okay, means in the one triangle the one side is congruent to the other side of the triangle. Similarly, the two angles of one triangle are congruent to the other triangle, then the triangles will be congruent. We have already discussed that out of 6, if the three things are congruent, the triangles are congruent. So we are starting our proof now. What is given to us? He is saying that in the triangle ABC we are making a correspondence of with the triangle DEF, and the angle B is congruent to angle E. It is given to us. Look over there. That is angle B and angle E. It is indicated with the one line. It means the one mark is congruent to the one, and the side BC is congruent to the side EF. Look over there, the side BC, it is congruent to the side EF. It is indicated with the three lines, means that this side is congruent to this side. Okay, now the angle C is congruent to the angle F, and look over there, the angle C, it is congruent to angle F. It means 1 is congruent to 1, 2 is to the 2, and 3 is to the 3. And I have to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to the triangle DF. Both the triangles are congruent. Congruent means exactly the same. All the lengths, all the angles are same. Now we are doing construction. Construction, suppose that the side AB is congruent to the DE. Look over there, that the side AB is congruent to the DE. Take a point M on DE. Look over there, there is a point M on the line DE, such that the side AB is congruent to the ME, and join the M to the F. Okay, now he is saying that we have to suppose that the side AB is congruent to the side ME, and we are joining this M point to the F, and it forms another triangle. The name of the triangle is EFM. It is formed a new triangle. Now we are moving to the statements and reason, and how we are going to prove that one. Look over there, prove statements and reason. Now we are making a comparison between a given triangle and a new formed triangle. The given triangle was ABC, and the new formed triangle is MEF. He is saying that the side AB is congruent to ME. Just now we have constructed this one, that my side AB is congruent to the ME. It is my construction, and I will write the reason over there that it is a construction, that's why they are congruent. Okay, after that he is saying that BC is congruent to EF. It was given to us because it is the base of the triangle. Both the bases of the triangles are congruent, so it was already given to us. Now moving to the third thing, that is the angle. The angle B is congruent to the angle E. It is also given to us. Now out of 6, the three things are congruent. It means the two sides and one angle. So if the three things are congruent, it means the triangles are also congruent. Hence we are writing the triangle ABC is congruent to the triangle MEF. Side angle side postulate. It means we are using two sides and one angle postulate. Okay. After that he is saying, so the angle C is congruent to the angle MFE. Look over there. This triangle C, angle C is congruent to the MFE, the smaller angle. You are watching by dotted line. There is a new angle MFE. Okay, but in the figure it looks smaller than DFE. Okay, what is the reason given to there? That the corresponding angles of the congruent triangle, because we have already proved that the triangle ABC is congruent to the triangle MEF. So the every corresponding things are congruent. But the angle C was congruent to the DFE. It was given to us. Look over there, that the angle C was congruent to the angle F, means DFE. It was already given to us. So moving to the proof again. Therefore, the angle DFE is congruent to the angle MFE. It means from this point the angle C is congruent to this, as well as the angle C is congruent to this. If both the angles are congruent to the C, so both are congruent to each other as well. Both are congruent to the C. So we can compare them, or if a thing is congruent to the two other things, it means that two other things are also congruent to the each other. This is possible only if the D and M are the same point. Okay, you are observing over there, the angle could be equal if the both point coincide with each other. Okay, if they are not coinciding, it means the angle made by them is different. But according to our statement, if they are congruent to the C, it means this point M is not lying on any other point except that point D. So again, moving to the theorem, it means that M are the same point, M and D are the same point, sorry. So ME is congruent to DE. It means the distance is same. There is no other point that is ME, but it is only DE. So AB is congruent to DE, or A is congruent to ME. That was our construction. So from that two equations, from the 2, 3 and 4, we have that the ME and DE are the same point. They are congruent. There is no other any point M which is other than D. So the triangle ABC is congruent to the triangle DEF, side angle side postulate. It means in this given two triangles, two sides are congruent and the one angle is congruent. So it means the triangles are also congruent to each other. So in this way we had proved that the two given triangles are congruent. Keep in your mind, if we are supposing anything wrong, that our answer will be also wrong, or there will be a contradiction. So by supposing this one, that there is a point in between the line DE, there was a contradiction, that either the C is congruent to MFE or DFE. If we are saying that C is congruent to both, it means there is no other point M, but it is on the D point. It is the same point. M or D are on the same point. So in this way we had proved our theorem. I hope you will understand it.